Good afternoon, everyone. We are group number 8, and our topic for today's presentation is cloud databases. In this presentation, we'll take a look at the concepts of cloud management and cloud computing, the uses of cloud computing, the cloud computing architecture, concepts of cloud databases, benefits and disadvantages of cloud databases and computing, and finally, their application. So, what is cloud management? It is nothing but a system that manages cloud computing products and services and combines the software and technologies in a single design to manage the cloud environment. At a minimum, a cloud management system should be able to manage multiple heterogeneous compute resources. A compute resource is an object that represents a virtual data center on which machines can be provisioned. The cloud management system should also provide access to end users, monitor security, manage resource allocations, and manage tracking. To better understand cloud management, we need to first understand the concept of cloud computing. So, what is cloud computing? Cloud computing is a type of internet-based computing that provides shared computer processing resources and data to computers and other devices on demand. It is a model for enabling ubiquitous, on-demand access to a shared pool of configurable computer resources. For example, computer networks, servers, storage, applications, and services, which can be rapidly provisioned with minimum management effort. It is one of the major shifts from the way businesses today think about their IT. It has enabled organizations to focus on their core businesses instead of spending time and money on setting up and managing computer infrastructure.
Cloud computing architecture comprises of front-end platform, a back-end platform, a cloud-based delivery, and a network. Front-end platforms, also called as clients or cloud clients, are basically servers, tablets, or mobile devices. These client platforms interact with cloud data storage via an application, a web browser, or a virtual session. Backend platform is an online network storage where data is stored and accessible to multiple clients. Cloud storage is generally deployed as a public cloud, private cloud, community cloud, or a hybrid cloud. Let's talk about private cloud platforms. What's important to understand about private cloud platforms is that private clouds are only for your use. You own the hardware, you own the software, you are responsible for maintaining it, and you are paying for all aspects of it. On the other hand, public clouds rent resources and they own the hardware. So if we are leveraging Amazon or Microsoft or Google in their public cloud, they are going to basically rent us the resources. We can allocate a virtual server and we can leverage that virtual server out of their stack. Community clouds are shared infrastructure for a specific community. Best example is a university with several different organizations. It may share the same cloud even though they are different distinct organizations under the same community infrastructure. Hybrid clouds are a composition of two or more clouds. So when we leverage a private cloud with the public cloud, we typically call those hybrid clouds. Component of a cloud-based architecture is its delivery service. Most cloud computing services fall into three broad categories. They are software as a service, platform as a service, and infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service is the most basic category of cloud computing services. With infrastructure as a service, you rent IT infrastructure from a cloud provider on a pay-as-you-go basis. Platform as a service supply an on-demand environment for developing, testing, delivering, and managing software applications. Software as a service is a method for delivering software applications over the internet on demand and typically on a subscription basis. The three main categories of network used by clouds is the intranet, internet, and intracloud. The intranet is a network that is not available to the world outside of the intranet and is essentially restricted within an organization. The Internet, however, as we all know, is a worldwide network of computers accessible to anyone who knows their IP address. Intracloud is an interconnected global cloud of clouds. and an extension of internet.
Now let's talk about cloud databases. A cloud database is a collection of content, either structured or unstructured, that resides on a cloud computing infrastructure platform. A cloud database resides on servers and storage furnished by a cloud or a database as a service provider, and it is accessed solely via the internet. It is accessed either through direct queries such as SQL statements or via API calls. Database services take care of scalability and high availability of the database. A cloud database management system, on the other hand, runs on a cloud provider's platform, and data can only be stored or accessed when there is an internet connection. There are several benefits of utilizing cloud computing in today's time. So let's have a look at some of them. Cost. Cloud computing eliminates the capital expense of buying hardware and software and setting up running on-site data centers, the racks of servers, the round-the-clock electricity for power and cooling, the IT experts for managing the infrastructure. It adds up fast. Speed. Most cloud computing services are provided self-service and on-demand, so vast amounts of computing resources can be provisioned in minutes, typically with just a few mouse clicks, giving businesses a lot of flexibility and taking the pressure off capacity planning. Global scale. The benefits of cloud computing services include the ability to scale elastically. In cloud speak, that means delivering the right amount of IT resources, for example, more or less computing power, storage, bandwidth, right when it's needed, and from the right geographic location. Productivity. On-site data centers typically require a lot of racking and stacking, hardware setup, software patching, and other time-consuming IT management chores. Cloud computing removes the need for many of these tasks, so IT teams can spend time on achieving more important business goals. Performance. The big cloud computing services run on a worldwide network of secure data centers, which are regularly upgraded to the latest generation of fast and efficient computing hardware. This offers several benefits over a single corporate data center, including reduced network latency for applications and greater economies of scale. Reliability. Cloud computing makes data backup, disaster recovery, and business continuity easier and less expensive because data can be mirrored at multiple redundant sites on the cloud provider's network. With several pros, there come a few cons. So let's take a look at them. Cloud computing is prone to service outages. There is a certain risk in terms of security and privacy of the data being stored on the cloud database. The differences between vendor systems can sometimes make it difficult to migrate data from one cloud platform to the other. And finally, the cloud data is vulnerable to real-time threats from the internet.
Cloud provides a wide range of applications. One of the aspects offered by leveraging cloud computing is the ability to tap into vast quantities of both structured and unstructured data to harness the benefit of extracting business value. Retailers and suppliers are now extracting information derived from consumers' buying patterns to target their advertising and marketing campaigns. Disaster recovery is yet another benefit derived from using cloud that provides for a faster recovery from a mesh of different physical locations at much lower cost than the traditional DR site with fixed assets, rigid procedures, and much higher cost. Cloud-based backup is certainly a far cry from what it used to be. With cloud, you can now automatically dispatch data to any location across the wire with the assurance that neither availability nor capacity will be compromised. Some cutting-edge cloud products and services provided are Microsoft Azure, Amazon Web Services, Cisco Meraki, and IBM Cloud. These are some of the resources that we use to conduct our research. And that's the end of the video, and thank you for watching.